Good afternoon to one and all. I would like to thank Dr. Rasi sir and Swaraj sir for including me in this IC. And in spite of the technical glitches, their interest to teach newbies and inspire newbies like us has to be applauded. Today, I would like to present a video, Beneath Cloudy Skies. This is performed by my mentor. It's my extreme privilege to present this video. So a 72-year-old male patient presented to us 2 months post blunt trauma with hyphema, and this had resulted in a corneal blood stain and leading to a poor view during his cataract surgery. So we thought of using alternate surgical technique as the availability of corneal tissues is less now due to the pandemic. A thorough synechiolisis was performed, and the capsule was stained using trypan blue, and inflammatory membranes were noted in the anterior chamber. The peeling of the inflammatory membrane was done with an forceps, and it was ensured that the membrane was thoroughly peeled.
1 minute, Sugaranjani, your video is also not coming.
Ma'am, please move the slides.
Now is it visible?
Yeah, now it's
Yes,
perfect.
yes, yes.
Now it's perfect.
So this is the patient with the cloudy cornea, as I was talking about, and side port was made, synechiolisis was done, staining of the capsule was done, and inflammatory membrane is noted, and the inflammatory membrane was peeled off using a forceps. As we can see now that the view is still poor, so we decided to use an endo illuminator to complete the capsulorhexis. As it is seen here, the capsulorhexis was very easy to do after the endo illuminator was used. Every nick was very well visualized, and it improves the confidence of the surgeon as well. The endo illuminator can then be used to even check for any peripheral extent of the capsulorhexis, as in this case where it is confirmed that the CCC is well within and it is not extended peripherally. And now that an adequate flap of the CCC is made, completion of this rhexis is much more easier, and a complete rhexis is then made. A gentle hydrodissection is then followed, and a freely rotating nucleus is observed. Again, the endo illuminator assisted us to do a thorough phaco. Phaco emulsification was started, and the poor view did not hinder the process. A successful cracking of the nucleus was also done using the endo illuminator. And once the pieces are cracked, they are then prolapsed anteriorly and then emulsified easily at the pupillary plane, where the view is slightly better. Here the first piece, which is prolapsed anteriorly, is being emulsified. And once the first piece is emulsified, the rest of the nucleus is very easily eaten away. And now the posterior capsule status is being checked by injecting viscoelastic, and a good red glow confirms that. Also by slightly, here the posterior capsule appears intact. Hence with confidence we can insert the IOL and also dial it into the capsular bag with a better view. We can as well check whether the IOL has been placed inside the capsular bag by gently indenting, and we can clearly see the rhexis margin above the IOL here. And once this is done, a thorough irrigation and aspiration is done, and hydration of the ports is done to finish up the surgery. Thank you so much for having me in this.